Where was the anger direct coming from, I guess, you know?
I think just like expectations. And that word for me this year,
Yeah.
it's the worst word. I think that's like the worst thing we could do to ourselves is put expectations on things, because like we said in the beginning, you know, nothing really goes like exactly as planned.
Yeah.
So when you hold expectations, you're only hurting yourself. But that's something that I'm still working on to this day. To this day.
Why? Did you feel good about your performance? When you
know,
is this reopening scars?
It is.
Okay. I don't want to take you down memory.
You know what? No. Let's go. Let's take a walk.
Let's take a walk down memory.
I think it was well needed. It was a well needed memory, although painful. The pain helps us grow.
Yeah.
So it was a tough memory, but
do you go back to it often? Do you tap into that memory often?
I try not to, but I do remember like the lessons learned. I go back to that often. I think I overthought a lot about being there. I wanted things to go perfectly. I wanted things to go the way I envisioned it in my head. And that's the funny thing about life. It never really like happens exactly the way you planned, but gotta roll with the punches.
All right. It's kind of arrogant of us when sometimes it's like, yeah. Don't you think it's kind of arrogant of us sometimes, like, to like plan stuff?
You're right. I think it's hilarious that we plan, because it never.
Who knows?
We're not in control.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask you who's in control, but like first we should like clap in just so we get the audio.
Oh my God, I'm nervous.
Are you nervous?
Yeah. Okay.
About the clapping or about starting?
About the clapping.
Okay.
All right.
So I realized, like, looking back, like, I always give people the wrong instructions. I always say on one, but then I forget to say there's a beat after the one to clap to. Like, you know how you say one and then you clap?
Okay. On the two then?
No.
So one, clap.
No, so I start from 3, 2, 1, but then I don't mean to clap on one. I mean to clap after the one. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
carry the one.
Yeah.
Subtract the 2. So okay, like, clap on the one.
No, clap after the one. So like 3, 2, 1. Then you go. Not like 3, 2. You know, like.
I got you.
All right. So, are you ready?
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Oh, you came in quick.
Oh, man.
Do you want to run this back, or do you want to move on to the next?
Should next we try clap? It again? We have to get this clap right.
Okay, we
can't move on. We can't give up.
Okay.
We just started.
Okay.
How wide are you going so I could match your width?
That's true. The width really plays a huge part. Like, you about a foot wide.
Size matters. Okay.
Yeah. In this case. 3, 2, 1. That was good. I like that one. You like that? You feel good about that one?
I feel really good about that.
All right, cool.
That was a solid clap.
I feel like
might have been my best clap of the year.
To end 2019?
To end 2019.
I think you're helping me out with like not looking bald. Like, look, I look like I got a crop now.
We can share. There's enough hair for all of us.
When's the last time you got a haircut?
A couple years.
Do you get your haircut?
Maybe like 7 months. That's not good though. I need a trim. I desperately need to cut.
Do you get split ends?
I do, but it's a little easier to cover it up when you have an afro, and I should be on top of it more.
Yeah.
But
Can you cut your own hair?
I can. I actually went to hair school for a little bit.
For real? Cosmetology?
Cosmetology.
You focus in the hair, or did you do other things? I heard cosmetologists, they're very well-rounded people on cosmetology.
Yeah.
Like
hair, nails, makeup, skin. We barber a little. Although no one has let me, line them up.
First of all, I want to know this. Why are women so fascinated with cutting hair? Because sometimes Peach cuts my hair, and she really rebels it. You know what I mean? Like, she really, you love cutting my hair.
What? You're bald.
Wow.
So have you lined anyone up?
No, no one has let me line them up.
But it sounds like there's desire in your heart to have that happen at some point.
I'm really good at making lines. I feel like I would be good at it, but I think hairlines are a sacred thing.
Yeah, they're so sacred.
The Black community.
Man, for those that have them still.
Wow, that's powerful.
Yeah.
It's true. I wonder, how that started.
What, hairlines, in the density and depth that they have on
What's the history?
Our lives.
What is the history
I think it just shows health, wealth, and prosperity in a way. It's like a signifier, we have social signifiers, I feel like. And that's one of them for men. There's not, if you really think about it, there's not too many for men.
Man. That's true because.
I to this day, I don't know what women that are into men, what they're looking for on first look. You know what I mean?
I don't think it's a hairline, but I can see how it can be a distraction if there's a lack thereof, or it's not.
What if he's? Are you into men? First of all.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
What if he is wearing a hat? Is that? I feel like the hat is our version of a weave, or a protective hairstyle or something, where you can't really tell what's going on in the kitchen.
You know what? I'm no one to judge because my hairline is trash.
Really?
So I respect a good hat. I really do respect a good hat. And I think hats tell a lot about people.
How they're worn, or what kind of hat? Are you looking at?
Yeah, the style of hat, how they're worn. If you're wearing a cap and it's all the way down and
papoose, it's just like a Jadakiss fit.
Papoose. I used to love Papoose.
Really?
That's crazy that you bring him up. Alphabetical Slaughter. Wow.
Was that a mixtape from him or something?
That was one of his greatest songs. He went through the alphabet.
No way.
And just spit bars down the alphabet. So he started at A, assassins at large.
Oh, so you got it.
Artillery.
You have an intimate relationship with his music.
I wouldn't say intimate, but I was impressed by Alphabetical Slaughter.
When did this come out? Or when did you get hit to it?
Man, I would say around high school.
I feel like we're impressed by different things as we get older. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Because if you put an Alphabet Slaughter now, would you be like, ooh?
It depends how the person approached it and who it's coming from. Like if Justin Bieber did alphabetical slaughter, would he really slaughter it? Maybe in his own way, but that depends on the listener.
Yeah.
Whereas who's your favorite rapper right now?
Right now? Oh, man. That's a tough question.
Yeah.
I think I'm biased. I'm pretty sure I'm biased, but I'd say I say Maxo.
Maxo's dope.
I
I feel that.
But why'd you ask that?
Just curious to see other perspectives of who the GOAT is. Like who do you think is the greatest rapper of all time?
Of all time? Jesus. Of all time. In my life, I'd say to this day, well, I've been listening to Nas a lot. For a minute, just because that was my guy growing up.
Wow. Are you from Queens?
Nah. I'm from the Inland Empire.
The what?
Inland Empire. From have you seen, this is where I always go to when people don't know where that is. Have you seen Next Friday?
Yes.
You know how he's from Rancho Cucamonga?
Yes.
That's around the IE.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's 45 minutes from LA.
Okay.
East. But yeah, I grew up on Nas, and then, but I'd say of all time, as for the maturity state that I'm at right now, I'd say there's still not too many people touching 3 Stacks.
That's so true. He's heavily slept on.
Yeah. I don't even know if he slept on. I feel like he's everybody knows. Everybody knows. It's just
yeah, the real ones do know.
Yeah, there's no, what are you gonna do with that?
That's true. But I don't see him come up in people's top
Really?
5
Really?
that often, and that disappoints me because he deserves to be there.
Yeah. The top 5 is a tough list.
Yeah.
I feel like it can change. It changes my mood. Or
you said it changes your mood?
It changes with my mood.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For me, I don't, I couldn't sit here and name my favorite rapper or singer.
And this is a lot of pressure.
It is.
Just all right, give me your top 5. You feel like there's a gun to your head and there's really, that's a life-threatening question.
That's true. That can change your perspective on someone.
Yeah, it really can. You can really end friendships or cease them from the beginning,
Yeah. I try to stay away from naming favorites because why can't we just all be great?
Yeah. So what kind of hash you like? You never answered that question.
I'll tell you what. I will not be pushed up on by someone in a fedora. I won't let that happen.
Not with the Fetty?
No.
The Dora?
I won't let that happen. The Dora, the Explorer? No. Absolutely
What's wrong with the fedora?
It had its day. That day is gone.
I feel like mid 2013, niggas was still rocking fedoras and feeling confident.
They were, and that's nothing to be proud of. Let it go. Let it go. It's come. It's gone.
Niggas still rock fedoras now. You seen someone in a recent month? I can't remember.
No. Have I?
What about a wide brim fedora? Are you talking about just the shorties, or like the?
I'm talking about the long brim, but the
Like
shorties too. All fedoras gotta go.
Jeez, you just not a fan of like the circular.
No, but I'll take a Scully or one of those like bucket hats.
Oh yeah, buckets are making a strong comeback.
They are.
I'm happy for that. Like,
Me too.
I'm proud of them.
Me too. I have a very furry brown one at home that.
Oh yeah. Are you a brand type of person? Do you have a brand on it?
No, I'm not a brand type of person.
Yeah.
I'm really not. I grew up in the struggle, so.
Yeah. Where'd you grow up?
Actually, Bridgewater, New Jersey, which is like a very suburban, like classic, quintessential New Jersey town. But before that, we kind of moved around a lot. So I was born in Newark, lived in Plainfield.
That's a tough word if you're not from there.
That's a tough word?
Yeah.
How do you say it?
I'm afraid to say it. That's why it's tough.
Wait, let me get my knife. Say it. Say it. No, you have to say Newark. N-O-R-K.
Because it's not. I can say it how it sounds. Newark.
Yeah, that's
how it sounds.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's like me saying croissant. Like it's a croissant.
I feel you. You don't want to like be a poser.
Yeah,
just, say it because I feel you. But if you say Newark, some people say Newark, and that's how you know
they're not from around here.
You've never been there.
Yeah, because I would definitely because look, you look at the word, it's like there's a W in there that stops like the whole flow of things. Like it's not.
Ignore it. Treat it like it was never there. So, Newark, N-O-R-K. Let it go. Let go of the W.
Okay.
Live a little.
But if someone said it like that, would you like carry on the conversation like, oh, this person knows exactly where I'm at, even though?
Yeah, I would. Immediate respect.
Really? But even if they're not like from there, like
no.
Sometimes you just gotta do it on purpose and be like, no, I'm not. I feel you, but I'm not from there. You know, just to like manage expectations in the whole conversation.
I feel that, but also, I don't know, make the extra effort to just like.
So Newark.
I feel like real Newark people will respect it.
Okay.
So I was born there, then I lived in Plainfield and in Somerville and in Bridgewater. My mom, she was born in Jamaica, born and raised in Jamaica.
When she get out here?
In the 80s, she moved here.
With you? Were you born by then? Or
no, I was born.
You're not an 80s baby?
Right at the end of the 80s, actually. Borderline. But she met my dad here. So he's from here.
Okay.
And
why'd she come out here?
Exactly. Why'd you do that? No, I think a lot of Jamaicans or like a lot of people from other countries move west just for like a better life. They feel like there's better opportunities. Then they get here and realize what it really is.
Same shit.
Same shit, different toilet. It's just like, different packaging, but different problems.
My question is, how come, like, cause my parents came from Nigeria too, like they weren't originally from here, but like why didn't they go back if there was like, not to be like go back to your country type shit, but like if you're not satisfied with the place, you know what I mean?
Well,
why stick it out? You know?
It's like people who go back to their ex, even though they know they're toxic. It's comfortable, I guess. They're just used to it. Yeah. I don't really know the answer to that.
I know. I don't know why I asked, because you're not her. you're not like.
I'll tell you what. The people in Jamaica, like, once you move here, they feel like, you made it.
Yeah.
So I guess they want to upkeep that
status.
feeling.
Yeah. That identity.
Yeah.
That's
have their family
understandable.
feel proud of them.
I think that's universal.
Exactly.
Yeah. So she came out here for a better life.
Mm-hmm.
When did she meet your pops out here?
She did. She met him here. I mean, according to their story, they were working at like some denim jeans store, and they met there.
Do you not believe it?
I sounded skeptical.
You
right?
sounded, that was definitely an allegedly.
Because like I couldn't even imagine that.
Working at a denim store? I can't even imagine a denim store.
Right. It's just like what is the name of it? They never really like went into detail about it, so I'm a little skeptical.
Yeah.
But I'll take their words for it. So they met there, and then they kind of like parted ways, and it was just me and my mom.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so they had you in the meantime.
Yeah. In the meantime. Just like on the side, they just had a quick little
a little seed. Drop one real quick.
They did. And then my little sister came along, and then we just kind of like moved around, playing field.
You guys had the same dad?
No, different dads.
Okay. I've always been curious, like, do you see, like, how does that work in the house?
You mean like, is there like awkward silence at times?
No, like, do you, obviously, well, I'm not going to pin anything on you, but you see her as, like, your sister?
Absolutely,
like, yeah.
But that's because we were like, we grew up in the same household.
Yeah.
And like, I would see her every day. So
but,
I didn't really think about it.
Yeah. So, like, isn't it crazy to see, like, did your sister remotely look like you at all? Like, you guys have any...
That's like my mom's twin, for real.
Really?
We don't look anything like... I actually don't look like my mom either.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Maybe I'm adopted.
What if you were adopted?
That would be fucking cool.
You think?
I wish. Like, I've always wanted to find a long-lost twin or, something cool like that, but...
Why? What would you say to them? Like...
Just like, what could we do together? We could take over the world. Like, especially growing up, like in school.
Yeah.
I used to wish I had a twin that just fill in for me when I didn't feel like going to school. Or, just those awkward obligations.
A stunt double for you?
Exactly. An everyday stunt double.
I can't imagine having a twin.
Do you have any, like, brothers, sisters?
Yeah, I have a younger brother that's bigger than me.
It's bigger than you?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
He's taller.
Okay. How'd that happen? Should have ate them veggies.
I don't know. It's in the DNA somehow. That's what they said. Yeah, I don't know how you got taller. That tall.
Man.
Is your sister... How old is your sister?
My sister is 21.
She taller than you?
She's shorter. I'm taller than my mom and my sister, but the other side got me beat. Like, I'm the shortest one.
Yeah.
On the other side, they just make short jokes about me. And
you're like average height. You're not like short.
I'm like 5'3.5", a strong half.
Yeah. Why are women built like so much smaller? Like, why are women built the way they are? You know what I mean? Like, and why are we built the way we are? Like, why is why is anything under 5'10" a little like, you know? Wow.
Are you receiving a call? Hello?
I am.
You should answer it.
No,
Let's play
now
a
is
prank.
not the time. This is your time right now.
Well, not all women are built like that. Like Megan Thee Stallion.
That is, she has a large stature.
How tall is this woman?
I don't know, but everyone she stands next to is just like, oh, okay. You get like a, like a reference. I'm like, okay, she's getting that person.
There should be like a show. Who is Megan Thee Stallion taller than?
Yeah.
Or shorter than?
How tall you think she is?
7 feet.
No way. Come on. Get out of here.
6 at least.
You think she's 6 foot?
At least.
I want to look it up now.
Yeah. I say look that.
I think what's funnier is that I bet you we're not the only people that have looked that up.
Are you looking it up?
I'm about to look it up right now. How tall is the baby?
As soon as you type in the M, it's gonna pop right up.
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart. How tall is Kevin Hart? Let's guess.
Do you want to go that one first?
5'4".
I think you're taller than. I think you're taller than. I think you got Kevin Hart beat. He is 5'4".
Cool.
That's
What do
you.
I win?
I don't know what you want.
The
The world, Chico.
Megan
Thee
is 6 feet.
Actually, you're not correct.
5'10".
Why are you looking at my phone like that?
5 pi, 6 poo. What is that?
I don't know. Pounds? I don't know. Punts? I don't know.
It's in French.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
how's
she's
your
5'10".
French-
She's like my height. On a good day.
I was close.
But like, see, that's tall for a woman. Like, why is it like that? You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, sorry.
are
I'm
you
like
okay?
choking. Water break.
Are you good?
Yeah, I spilled water on myself and wine. So.
Why you say water like that?
Oh, I forget sometimes. That's the only real the real proof that I'm actually from New Jersey. That's
You're
how we
not
say
from
water.
here?
Yeah,
Say it
Water.
again. What? Water.
water,
Water.
water. How do you say it? Water.
Waddle.
Watto. Oh,
No.
y'all different.
Water.
Water. Yeah, that's wild.
So where do we start? What was the last question I asked you? It was
We're talking about Megan Thee Stallion. She's
she's
clean 5'10".
5'10".
But
And
in
she-
French, she's 5 pi, 10 poo,
Yeah,
po.
whatever, you know.
Whatever.
We can translate that to something.
Right.
So do you feel tall for a woman? Or you feel like average height? Or you feel short?
I feel very short, and now I'm triggered. I feel very short.
In reference to her, or like
To the world, mostly. I also have short arms. It's something I try not to think about, but, you know.
when did you figure that out, though? When did you figure out I have
About
short
the arms?
Yeah. Like, what was the instance where you was like, oh, man, I'm not comparing.
Oh, man.
I'm not up to standard.
Man. I don't know. It's just like when I wear most clothing,
You get a
when I put on
little
coats or
extra
put on shirts.
arm.
Yeah, it'll
Like,
fit everyone else, you know, nice and snug. But for me,
You get a little bag in the arms.
exactly. I find myself rolling up sleeves a lot. I find myself
You got the T-Rexes. The T-Rex joint. Now I'm making. I'm sorry. I take it back.
I can't dunk. I cannot.
Do you hoop?
I'm not the person.
Are you a hooper?
I had a phase where I thought,
What age? When were you
this
hooping?
was like middle school. I went to.
What were you like as a middle school person? Like were you wise for your age? Were you rambunctious?
I was a very curious, peculiar kid. So, meaning like I was into my studies, but I was also like very socially awkward. So pretty much how I am today.
You think you're
just
socially
smaller.
awkward?
I think so. I just spilled a glass of water and wine on my shirt. So probably the most awkward person that you'll ever meet. But I embrace that.
Yeah.
I think now the only difference is that I've learned to embrace it now.
Yeah.
But back then, with the quiet voice.
Yeah. The low tone.
The low tones.
Yeah.
And the Jamaican mom. So, like, I wasn't bringing in peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I was bringing in, like, sardines for lunch.
Yeah.
And it just got really weird for me.
Did you have to heat it up? Or you had
No.
Did she, was your mom, because my mom would send us to school with a fat ass lunch pail with a thermos in it.
Did you say pail?
Yes. What do you call
pail. Wait.
Lunch
What
box?
do you mean lunch pail? Okay.
Like we had
so
like
it wasn't
a
like a
cooler.
bucket. Okay.
We had you remember those little coolers, like what I'm talking. You go to the beach, you put your drinks in there.
How big was it?
It was, I'd say, 1 foot by 8 inches. So it was like,
Wow, it was this big?
You had to open it up. It was
Wait a minute.
Yeah, you had to flip
This
it
big?
up. Yeah.
Whoa.
That's
Okay.
about that big, that wide.
And it was hard.
Yeah. Like you could
wow.
hurt somebody if you did the helicopter with it in your hands.
Well, what was in there, and
Listen,
was it for multiple people, or was that just you?
It was it was for me.
Mm-hmm.
So my mom, she would put I love my mom. She would put so inside of it, this is why it was so big, because inside of it, she gave us what you put soup in, like those big ass,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So she would put that, she packed that with jollof rice.
Oh, that's fire.
And not when you in elementary school trying to fit in somehow. You know what I mean?
Everybody got Lunchables.
Yeah, everybody got or they're ordering lunch. Everybody's getting the card to check off what they're getting, and you just over here with all the snacks in the world and ethnic food.
That's fire though.
I know it is fire. Looking. I wish I could have that same meal now. But when you was that young and naive and just trying to fit into the world, it was I don't have food today. You just acted like you just lied all the time.
It was definitely.
Did you feel that pressure?
Yo,
did your
imagine
mom
me
have
pulling out a sardine sandwiches and niggas are exchanging foods. Who wants to exchange with a sardine sandwich?
Yeah.
So,
did you have accompanying snacks?
No.
You just had straight sardines. That helped you over.
Bread, sardine on bread.
I don't even think I'm switching you now with sardines.
Exactly.
I think that you can handle that.
I don't miss that. But she used to do her thing with the curry chicken.
Yeah. Why didn't she send you away with the curry chicken though?
That's a good question. And I'm gonna ask her that.
You gotta ask her tonight.
I'm just gonna text her. It's probably really late there, and I'm just gonna text her at 3 a.m. over there. And
is she still in New Jersey?
She is.
Newark? No.
No, Bridgewater. Bridgewater is where we moved. So
that's the last destination.
It was. Mm. That was man. That was a crazy experience.
Why?
So many different reasons, but I was like one of the only black people in my school.
That's the suburban place?
Yes. And then Plainfield is like the opposite. And
Right.
Somerville is like right in the middle. So
around what time were you in Bridgewater?
For like towards high school, junior high.
Okay, so you're like 8th grade? 7th?
Yeah, maybe before that. It's pretty young.
Yeah. And that was a big like switch for you?
It was. I don't think moving to like a new school is ever easy. Because now you have to be the new kid. And when you're awkward with it, it's just like...
you got a low voice. Like people... Did people befriend you or how'd you make friends?
People did befriend me. God bless them.
Yeah.
Those are good people. We're still friends to this day.
Do you think did you like develop tools to make friends now? Like...
No.
How do you make friends now? Like how did I don't even know. I'm trying to remember how we met.
I don't know, but I think now I'm just a little more outgoing.
Yeah.
So I'll just like go up to people and start a conversation. But back then it wasn't like that.
When did that change happen though?
Alcohol. So yeah, definitely after high school. College. Around college.
You went to college?
Mm-hmm.
Where in
New Jersey.
I just want to say Newark every time now.
I know.
I just want to say it just because I want to like...
Newark.
I feel like it's a code.
It's the code. Yeah. People will really respect the fact that you know how to say Newark.
No.
But... Wait, what was the question?
You went to college in New Jersey?
I did. So I went to college...
And then that's how you got able to be more confident socially?
I wouldn't say college is the cause of that. Just like life. You get a little more fucking in your system once.
Yeah.
Once you live a little more and experience life.
You just level up a little bit and you're just like, you know, if I don't do this, like you just mature a little bit, right? Like you just like, you can't just be like.
And once you have like that near death experience.
Whoa, did you have one of those?
Yeah.
How'd you almost die?
Drunk driver. We were hit by a drunk driver. Me and my mother were hit by a drunk driver, and she walked away with a brain injury. The car was like smashed.
Your mom did?
Yes.
Oh man.
It was crazy, but she's alive and well now. Mm-hmm. But I think like after you walk away from something like that, you're just like
a lot of things come into perspective.
Exactly.
What was the biggest thing?
Like to love other people. Because I think before I would like hold on to grudges or...
Because you could be gone like that.
Right.
That's an interesting way to learn love when kind of like the world happened to you. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, did you hold any resentment to the drunk driver at all? Or?
In the beginning, but like I don't really associate it with him, and it's weird because I didn't see him that day. I don't remember like, you know, like once your mom is injured, you just like let me make sure she's good. Yeah. So we immediately like rushed in the ambulance into surgery.
Oh boy.
And I don't even like recall him or the car, none of that.
So you guys were both out or what? When you guys got hit? Like
both knocked out?
Yeah.
She wasn't even knocked out. She just like, I just looked to the left and, you know, she was bleeding.
That's a tough sight.
Yes. That's probably the hardest part of it.
That's traumatizing. Yeah.
And she doesn't remember it.
Yeah.
Which I'm happy she doesn't. Because she doesn't have to like relive that.
Yeah.
But like I'm a very visual person, so when I'm driving sometimes I think about that.
Yeah.
Damn, it got dark.
It got very dark.
It
But
did, but
you got a lot of light from it, like
I was
growing.
gonna say that.
Growing. Did I steal your words? I'm sorry.
Yeah, the darkness helps you appreciate the light.
Yeah, you said that earlier. Yeah, that's very true.
Wow, did I start the interview with that?
I don't know.
I felt like that
I don't
was
know
one
where
of
to
the
start
first
with.
lines.
I think you did, actually. Because we were talking about the voice.
Wow. We were talking about divorce?
No.
You said divorce?
No. The voice.
The voice.
Yeah.
That's
Divorce
crazy.
is an interesting topic.
Divorce, right?
Yeah.
Yo, it's the American way.
50%.
50% of people divorce?
Yeah.
Are you serious? That definitely went up.
Hard facts.
Are you serious?
Yeah, look it up, man.
Wow.
Do your Googles.
Do my Googles. I feel like you've been like the Google master tonight.
It's a useful tool. It's a useful tool. Now I got to go back to what we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Do you not like the darkness? Do you want to like reach out, step out away from that?
I try to avoid it. I don't like that. I like being happy, and I like the light. Like literally, like I don't put my phone on dark mode, and I know people are gonna drag me for that. But I don't like dark mode. It makes me sad.
So it's creeped into your like subconscious. Like everything needs to be lit up
right.
for you. How'd you get to that point? I guess like how'd you creep into like after something like that? You know.
Oh, like how did I find the light after that situation?
Yeah.
Immediately, like just being alive, like
just
we were just like hella grateful for life after that.
Yeah.
Especially like after the surgery was done.
Yeah.
And she like made it out of the surgery because they like bring you into the emergency room. They bring like a priest in.
Oh.
And they're like, she might not make it. Like, let's pray together.
Yeah.
So like, I was freaking out.
Yeah.
But after she came out, immediately I just felt like grateful and just happy that we even survived. And then that kind of like pushed me to go harder at my craft, because I think before I was being very careful about it and, you know, kind of tiptoeing around it. But afterwards I'm like, no. And like a little bit after that I moved to New York.
Okay.
And started like going harder.
How about her? Did she support that?
Yeah.
Especially after something like that, right?
Yeah. I mean, I stayed with her until she got home.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, she had my sister and my grandmother at home with her.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a hard decision.
What decision?
Like to move.
Okay.
And
to go to New York?
Yeah. And pursue my dreams, because I feel like a lot of people would have just stayed and taken care of her longer.
Yeah.
And sometimes I feel guilty about that, but she always told me when she was going through it, when we were going through that, you know, you gotta live your life.
Yeah.
And she supported it.
Yeah.
But, you know, hopefully one day I'll be able to take care of everyone. That's the goal.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's that they'll benefit off of this too.
Yeah. So how was New York?
New York was the jungle.
Jungle? The concrete jungle or no?
The concrete jungle.
Where in New York did you stay? Did you
Harlem.
land? Harlem?
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
That's where I stayed for the whole New York phase.
Yeah.
And
You got
just like
back with the black people.
got back with the black people.
Yeah.
I would say, it was weird because like in school, it's a complicated situation. And the song that I just put out called Suburbia kind of talks about it.
Yeah, yeah.
But
is that the one where you're rapping?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's hard.
You know, because my family was still like living in Plainfield and like around that area, and like coming home to them on the holidays, they would always like comment about the way I speak, or you know, different things that would rub off on me just being in that environment. So it kind of made me hate that. And for a while I was mad at white people for a long time. It's like, you know, they just made me feel like it was something negative. And I kind of
what you were like, just how you, what was negative? What were they making you feel negative?
They would say like, you know, or not only them, but different people would say like, why do you talk white? And I think that's something that a lot of black people go through.
Yeah, I feel like black people, we just need to come together and as like and have a consensus and be like, yeah, that's out of here. Like, I think we owe it to ourselves to kind of just be like accepting of all like dictions and and tones, and because that's advancement in a way, you know.
Absolutely. And black people don't just come in one form where we have different personalities, we speak differently, we look differently, so I think we're all black. That's something we can't change.
Exactly. Like, anybody sees you, they're gonna have the same stereotypes, you know what I mean? So
once you're on the other side of that, you know what I'm saying, once you get impressed, you still black. But I think for me, it just kind of, I just resented that for a while. So I would just befriend black people, you know, the little black people that were there, and kind of seclude myself.
Away from everything. Like, in college, you're saying?
No, this was like when I lived in Bridgewater.
Okay.
I secluded myself, and that's where like music came in, because it was like an escape. I was really listening to like Papoose and battle rap to like
to get up in there.
Yeah, just to feel like, you know, to get away from that world.
You feel like you had to overcompensate like in that regard to connect with, you know, what you felt your culture should be?
Not overcompensate, but I did shut out a lot of experiences that I wish I didn't. Like, I wish I was more present growing up in school, because, you know, that's like how you develop your character. And I robbed myself of a lot of things, just like being angry. And but it did help me perfect my craft, because while everybody was like out and about, I was like in the house making music.
Oh, so you weren't even kicking it with folks.
Right.
Yeah, you was like, I understand that.
I kind of like stayed to myself, but I did have...
You had a cool group that you fucked with, and then like outside of that, it was like, nope.
Yeah, I mean, outside of that, I had my friends back from like Somerville. Not really from Plainfield, because that was when I was way younger.
Okay.
And I was like writing a lot. I was making a lot of music. That was
in
around the time I started.
Bridgewater?
Yeah, for sure.
What were the what'd you find the topics to be most of the time?
When did I find the what? The topics?
You ever go back to your notepad and like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I was talking a lot about grown shit. Relationships and just like, I had a song called Keep It on the Low. Like about just like, I guess like, I don't know if he was the side nigga or what, but it was like,
you had a stable on you? What's up, man? You had a squad?
I don't know what I thought I had, but I really had nothing. It was all make believe. And then I would make like deep songs about, you know, metaphorical shit.
Yeah.
About the stars.
Okay.
And you know what I'm saying? Metaphorical shit. And I think like now I'm just like in the middle of all that. I'm just a product of my environment.
Yeah. And your experiences.
Yeah.
So you think you still have, do you still pull from that? You think there's some things that are still intact?
Absolutely. I think I learned a lot about metaphors and writing from my like battle rap smack DVD phase.
Yeah.
And then I learned a lot about.
What did you learn from battle rap?
Metaphors and like bars and storytelling.
Have you ever battled somebody?
Absolutely, but not in real life, in like a chat room.
That was a thing, actually. That was a moment. I remember my friends. I wouldn't partake in those.
Yeah.
I get
You got nervous?
Yeah, I had a bad experience when I freestyled for the first time in public.
Tell me.
Dog.
What happened? Let it out. Come to Jesus.
Junior high, seventh grade, right?
Oh no.
Niggas was talking about, all right, and this is around when 8 Mile came out.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So niggas was like, all right, let's get this cypher, like let's run it. You know what I mean? Let's get a battle going. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all good. I was like, okay, I got something. And so I started my first. Like, there's some things, you know how some things enter the subconscious and you just don't even know it?
Oh, no. Time out.
Yeah.
Did you come prepared?
I had pre-written bars in my head.
Okay.
Like the openers. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to hit these. It was kind of like bullet points in your head. Like, all right, we're going to work our way to this somehow.
Okay.
But it wasn't like written. Okay. And so I started opening first stanza.
Stanza.
Yeah. I'm like, you know, battle rap voice. You know, because there's a certain voice for that too.
Yeah, you gotta be
you know,
loud.
Yeah.
And articulate.
And niggas was like, wait, what? Say that again?
Wait, what?
So they was like, wait, yo, run that bar back again. So I'm like, all right, from the top?
They stopped you?
They stopped me. Like, I just got the first line off.
No.
They was like, that was from 8 Mile. You get out.
Wait, you stole from 8 Mile?
I didn't know though. I was like, nah, you guys got me fucked. I went back and watched the movie. And I was like, damn, that shit did creep me. I don't even know how that happened.
What?
Like,
so you saw the movie prior to or no?
I think I saw clips of it or something. Like I don't think I seen the full movie by that point, but like niggas was on the battle portions of that movie.
Wow.
And somehow like I retained that and it came out and I was like, damn.
You went down for copyright infringement.
That's what they called me. The rest of that school year, it was like copyright.
No.
Copyright. So after that, I was like, no, we not running these freestyles anymore. We gonna have to keep these.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I tense up every time they throw it to me. Like,
I'm so sorry.
Hey man, you live and you learn though. You know, I'm a man because of that.
Yeah. It's not too late to like, you know.
I just got to do a lot of rewiring at this point. Like I gotta like, all right, sit down and breathe. You know, like when the cypher comes around, like deep breath.
Oh man.
Breathe through your nose. All right.
I think the key. I don't know, cause I never done a live one. Just like for play, I'll just fuck with my.
You was just in the chat.
Friends. But I was in the chats heavy, like with the slashes.
Ooh.
And I was.
Oh, you had the slashes for like, all right, this is.
Yeah, like
this is my cadence right here.
So I said, oh man, I shouldn't even spit this. But I had one line that was like, my shit hot. I spit nasty like I lick cock.
Yo.
And when the shit pop, the 4-5 million turn your new Nikes into flip flops.
Yikes.
So get shot. Shit, while you at it, hand me your wristwatch.
Damn. So you ran them for their
chat.
whole shit? Yeah.
They was like, oh.
You can hear from the text, like you can hear you can hear the gusto in their voice.
I just felt it. You know, maybe it was in my own head, but you know, I felt like it was a strong bar.
Yeah.
So
the flip flop portion.
Yeah.
But so they knew you were a woman?
Yes.
Okay.
That was my whole, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like they gave me the upper hand.
How many women were in the chat?
0.
Oh, okay. So you just had to
you
had to hold it down.
You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that more women are rapping now.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. I know a lot of female lyricists. And actually, I didn't start embracing myself rapping like after I retired from my chat battle rapping days. I didn't
you was on Hall of Fame?
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm going to end on a high note.
Yeah.
And I didn't revisit until as of like lately. I think after that voice experience that really like made me, it put a lot of shit into perspective.
Yeah.
And I stopped like.
Oh, you stopped doing stuff?
I stopped putting myself in a box.
Okay. So you stopped the negative stuff. Man.
Absolutely.
That's good. How long ago was The Voice?
Last year.
Oh, that's pretty recent then.
Yeah.
So
yes.
But I mean, a lot of growth happened through that.
It did. In a short amount of time. I think I just like channeled all that anger and like everything into the music.
Yeah.
And
where did anger get sourced from? Like, was that because you felt you should have gone farther, or like, where was the anger coming from? I guess, you know.
I think just like expectations, and that word for me this year.
Yeah.
It's the worst word. I think that's like the worst thing we could do to ourselves is put expectations on things, because like we said in the beginning, you know, nothing really goes like exactly as planned.
Yeah.
So when you hold expectations, you're only hurting yourself. But that's something that I'm still working on to this day. To this day.
Yeah. Managing the expectations is pretty tough.
Yeah.
It's pretty tough. I was trying to talk through a burp right there.
You were trying to do it?
I was trying to talk through a burp right there. Did you hear like how I just I muted myself?
You did that very well.
Oh, thanks.
Wow.
Yeah,
talent.
Thank you,
man. I was trying to talk through.
This is what we practice for, but what were you about to say? What were you about to talk through?
I tried to talk through a cough earlier and it didn't happen.
Nah, that never works out. You lose control of your body. Like your whole body deceives you at that point. Like it just turns on you. When you try to hold in a cough, I was sick for like 2 weeks, a couple weeks ago. And I was just like, I was trying to hold in a cough in the train. Oh, man, that shit was painful. I felt like, no disrespect to people who got Tourette's, but I felt like I had Tourette's or something. Or like just like a violent something going on inside of me.
Yeah. Oh, now I got a cough.
So
Nope, I don't got a cough. Mm-hmm.
So you are where are we at in your life now? We're in.
All right, so after Bridgewater, I went to college. The accident happened.
What'd you go to college for?
Communication,
Communication,
which is hilarious
really.
because I'm like the worst communicator.
Are there any good communicators in your opinion?
Thank you for that question. That made me feel a lot better because, like, who says what is good communication, what isn't?
Right.
But volume, I feel like definitely plays a part, and there, I'm lacking in volume.
You're talking about like just like how it sits on the ear.
Yeah, like if you can't hear the person, that might.
But like I said, you could be a great ASMR person.
Thank you so much. That you said that. Actually, it's funny because I have another friend that speaks slow too.
Yeah.
And we're like, we should just start an ASMR talk show. So
yeah,
keep an eye out for that.
So communications was your shit.
It was.
Did you like it?
I didn't like school.
Yeah. Why not?
I like to do things on my own time.
Yeah. Did they have you read a bunch of books that you weren't into and stuff?
Yeah.
What's the biggest thing you learned from school though? Did you like graduate and stuff, or were you out before that?
I was out before because the accident happens like around third year, and after that, Sally Mae situations. Yeah, the car accident.
Oh, okay.
And then I just moved to New York.
You just was like, what am I doing here?
Yeah, I like owed a whole bunch of money, and then I started working, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get out of here.
Yeah. You kind of felt like you was just like wasting. No, I mean, I hate saying wasted time. I'm so afraid to say wasted time now. But
why?
Like, I don't know. I'm trying to, like, I don't know if I agree with the premise of that statement.
Why do you say that?
Wasting time? Well, I guess I think, like in your case, you knew you were not fulfilling what you're here to do. You know what I mean? So I think that deems as like a waste of time. But like, I feel like if you're doing what you feel like your purpose is, there is no such thing as wasting time. You know what I mean? Like everything you do is purposeful. You know what I mean? Like, I think I was talking to Justice about this, but like, it's almost like planning. It goes back to like, I think we're just so dumb as people. You know what I mean? Like as human beings, we're just dumb. I think we know nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah, like we just wake up one day and start remembering things. You know what I mean? Like it's like you think about it, like we like you don't even remember, like I'd say from before age 4 in a way. You know what I mean? So like it's totally arrogant to make plans in a way.
Yeah.
And also to like deem what is the proper use of your time if you're doing what you feel like you're supposed to be doing. You know what I mean?
That's true. And without the bad and the good experiences together,
exactly,
you wouldn't be that person.
Exactly. I think that's so like, what is a waste of time at that point? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, if you subscribe to everything happens for a reason, then without that moment in time that you feel that you're wasting, you don't have the next day. You don't have tomorrow in a way. and you're a different person tomorrow, in a way, you know?
Absolutely. Yes, that's right.
But you felt you had to get out of there because you felt like you were just wasting life.
Yeah, but also I feel like we become more aware of how we want to spend our time.
Uh-huh.
And therefore, when we're in a situation where we feel like, not that our time is being wasted, but we're not fulfilling like the main goal,
Yeah.
we know when to get out of Dodge.
Yeah. It's like fight or flight in a way, but mentally.
Exactly. And it could be like small scenarios or big, like college. That's a long-term one where you're like, all right, maybe this isn't the right move for what I want to do.
Yeah.
Or just like a relationship with somebody toxic in your life, or
you like are you into relationships?
What kind? Like,
I don't know. I think this is like the third time you've talked about a relationship.
Like I think I mean any.
Oh, like just not like partner.
Right, not just partner, like, friendships. Yeah. And because I think just like, especially as of recently, I've had to like question a lot of different types of relationships.
Yeah.
And
what's the most difficult relationship in your life right now?
Friendships.
Really?
I think my definition of friendships,
it's different for everyone.
Yeah. And I think, all right, specifically, I think a lot of friends will use that. All right, not even friends, but like people do favors for you.
Yeah.
And then hold you accountable to that friendship
like
forever.
You owe me.
Like, yeah, like, but I've done all this stuff for you, so now you have to be my friends, even if this relationship isn't, beneficial to me. Or
like people don't do stuff out the strength anymore. In a way, you feel?
Yeah. So that's interesting. I think a lot of people stay in friendships or relationships because that person has helped them, or that person
out of guilt.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a strange. It's like you're a prisoner to like debt, like favor debt.
Exactly. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but just because that person bought you a taco one time, that don't mean that you have to put up with toxic behavior.
You gotta get out and dodge.
You know what I'm saying?
How do you do that though? Like, what are you doing with those relationships? Are you staying in them, or are you trying to figure your way out of them currently? You know what I mean? Like,
I think, like back in the day, I used to just stay in it and just say, you know what, I don't want to be a bad person, so I'm gonna.
You non-confrontational?
Yeah, for sure. I hate confrontation. I would just ignore you.
I think your voice follows suit too. I feel like low voice people are pretty non-confrontational, including myself. I'm a pretty low tone person, low energy person too.
Yeah. But being in the industry, I think eventually you have to find that voice and address confrontation. So I'm not running from it. I just don't. Maybe I am. I'm not running from it, but I'm not seeking it either, and I'm not running towards it.
Yeah. Do you have to? You ever like? So like several times throughout the day, like I had to like tell myself, no, like, go ahead, take that smoke. You know, like
take a smoke.
No, take that smoke. Now you know I'm like. Like say like
take an L.
No, not even an L, but like say like this is how bad I am sometimes. Like I would like take long routes, like walking, just so I don't have to like talk.
Oh.
Or like deal with other people and shit.
Yeah, I'm an introvert, so I definitely resonate with that.
Yeah, and so like sometimes you gotta like put your foot down on yourself and be like, nah, go through that crowd of people.
Oh my God.
And say, excuse me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you got to muster up the energy to do. I mean, I do.
Like that. Yeah.
Sometimes I have to do that at least one time a day for myself. You know what I mean?
feel you. Imagine growing up being a girl, though, and then, like, groups of guys. Just
I can't.
Like,
I don't know the woman's, like, there's things I, like, my wife talks about or and her friends where they have to, like, be aware of, like, just going out into the world, and I'm just not wired that. Like, we have it as men, we're just ready for that. Like, we're more durable in the sense of, like, how shit is set up out here for the world.
I feel that. We're definitely set up differently, and we have our different sets of problems.
Yeah. So what was the difference? Like you were saying, like as a woman, like you're not able to just walk through a group of people like that, right?
I think some people don't mind that, but for me, because I'm an introvert and like I'm hella awkward, that was always like a big moment for me. Like, oh shit, like I would see from all the way down the block.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's a group. It's a whole group of niggas there. Somebody probably gonna try to say something slick or just try to like talk. And
what was your reaction to this stuff?
I would just get really aware of my walk, and I just start walking really weird. Like suddenly I would forget how to walk. Yeah. So that was the main thing. I was just focused on. Okay, walk like a normal person.
Left, right, left. Yeah.
Like, wow, what do I do with my hands?
Yeah.
Or,
that's so crazy.
I would just, like, ignore. You know how some girls with the, hey, yo, ma.
Yeah.
Some girls would stop. I would just keep going.
Yeah.
Because, you know, if it's meant to be.
Has that worked for you? Like,
keep going?
Yeah. In the past? Growing up, you know, being out there on the East Coast like that, compared to like being out here, is it drastically different? Like, does that happen as often?
It doesn't really happen here.
That's what I'm thinking too. Like, I think that's an East Coast thing. So like,
yeah,
I think like you remember when there was like those videos of like the cat calls and stuff. I never understood them because I was like, which niggas is out here doing that shit?
Oh, wow. It was heavy. It was heavy out there. In Jersey, we would get the, hey, yo, brown shirt, hey, yo, brown shirt, brown shirt, brown shirt. Yeah. And then here, I mean, in New York, it would be more like, smile. Smile, I'm saying. Like, so it's just like, but it was definitely heavy in both areas, more in like the city areas where it's more crowded. Some niggas would just like stay there all day, just playing up and just see how many girls they can get.
That's crazy. That's very crazy.
I've definitely stopped for a few before.
Really? You actually gave them a run for their money?
I did. I've taken.
How did that go?
They asked me for my number. And then, like, we would just talk on the phone. And those always lead nowhere. So I think after a while, that's when I sort of shut that down.
Really?
But I don't know, because...
Were they surprised when you was like, so what's up?
No. But this is, like, when I was, like, way, you know, maybe, like, junior high days.
Yeah. When you go to the mall or just to the movies, just...
How do you know about that?
Because I used to do the same. We didn't go to the mall to shop, nigga. Like, it was like...
Nobody had money.
Nobody got money. You got dropped off. You came with your latest Burlington Coat factory apparel. Like, you can't fit it. And you was like, all right, we getting at least 3 numbers tonight, you know.
Wow.
As a group, cause you mobbed as a group, right? Like you had like you was rolling there up there by yourself.
Yeah.
You go, you say, all right, let's go to the movies. But like you was like the whole time during the movie, you was just like prepping in your head, like, all right, this is what we doing after.
Oh, for real?
Like you was running to what game you was about to kick after the movie, because that's when it was popping. Like everybody, you know.
Exactly. But the funny part is, like, we would say we were going to the movies to our mom and not go.
Not even go. Yep.
And just walk around the mall. Yep. And one time, I don't know who it was, but somebody didn't tell their mom. And their mom showed up.
Just pulled up on you?
Pulled up. Like, where is so-and-so? And they were like, asking around.
Yo.
And
using full names. Like,
yes. And hear her with the, get in the car.
Damn.
No.
That never happened to you?
No, my mom was more like, I don't know, what was her style? Brittany! I don't know, I didn't do much. I was so like...
Wait, do you ever give a fake number out?
To a guy?
Yeah.
Of course.
Why would you do that? Why? I'm trying to understand, like, why you would do that?
Because you don't want to be that... I don't know, like...
What number would you give? Like, you freestyle on the spot, or did you give...
I would either give him a friend's number, or there was actually... I don't know if you remember, there was a rejection hotline.
There was a rejection hotline.
I was in a rejection hotline.
But then you got to memorize that number. Like, you go... The lengths women would go through to, like... deliver the rejection was crazy. Oh
man, the rejection hotline though. Have you ever gotten the rejection hotline?
I got a fake number one time and I was hurt, man. This girl Evie, if she's still out there.
Wow, Evie.
I remember Evie. I don't even know if that's her real name. I don't even trust her.
That's wild, corny Evie. I would do that. It's like I've done that too, Evie. Don't feel that. Damn, what side am I on? I'm playing both sides.
You was solid though. You know, and then, all right, so it was always like it was a group of people, it was a group of niggas, right? Mm-hmm. And always one went out first to test the waters, see what's good with the group of women over there. You know what I mean?
Oh, and then he would ask for the friend, or is this the one that would just like ask? Because there was always the one that was like, "Yo, my man over there." In the gray hoodie.
He thinks you alright. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, tell him if he want to talk to me, he can do it himself.
Yeah, that was always one.
Yeah. But I didn't understand why the friend would come in the first place.
Because, like, it's a safe mission. Like, because you're not taking that heat, right? Because you're talking about your man. So if, like, your man gets rejected, it's easier for him to just be like, I wasn't even in. I mean, like, I wasn't checking for you. I mean, I'm checking for my man. So you can give it to me straight, and I can, like.
That's true.
But, like, the roast session when you get back to your man, that wasn't.
Wow.
That's another thing I think that we don't talk about enough is like, I guess, as a collective, as men, is like the rules of like you can't shooting in front of like people. You know what I mean? That's a tough thing to
do. It's a lot of pressure.
It's a lot of pressure.
Talk to a girl, kick into a girl.
Come on, man. Is it a lot of pressure for women? Like when they're getting talked to in front of other people? Like,
no,
you guys feel
but it's
pressure,
probably the same pressure that we feel when we walk past a group of guys. Because it's like, it's you and then everybody. So
do you feel like you gotta take care of his feelings too, or their feelings?
No, but we try to like walk away with the least problems possible. Like, we don't want no sauce. Because like some guys be ready to fight.
And that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. That's one of those things that just boggles my mind. It's just like your safety is in danger.
Yeah.
Like off of rejection. Because some niggas don't handle rejection well. Even though I feel like men, like we're wired to handle rejection. Like that's why we shoot. We're the shooters. You know what I mean?
Right.
Usually.
Men definitely handle rejection a lot better than women.
Yeah.
But now, like, the roles are changing so much.
Yeah.
Like,
Have you ever been the aggressor?
I have too much pride for that.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I'll do things. I'll be like the passive aggressor.
Yeah, like
I'll be like, you know.
So you're not gonna take this number type shit, or so you just
Or like, I'll hit you with an ands or like but I won't say like, give me your number. I have friends like that, and I admire that. But
that shit scares me.
That shit scares you?
Yeah.
When women do that?
Yeah, I don't like being shot at.
That's hilarious. I feel that though, because I feel like
let me do my job here. Let me do this. Take a seat, please. Not to like order you around, but like you don't have to do all that, please.
Wow. But what if he's not, like, what if she has her eye on someone and he's not doing all the things that she wants him to do, and she just has to take that lead role? You would never respect that?
No, we're not talking about respect.
Mm-hmm.
If someone, like, say I was single or something,
mm-hmm.
and the woman was the aggressor,
mm-hmm.
I'll be like, I just get very bashful. I get really shy. You know what I mean? Like it's not like I get offended or anything. I just like, what do you mean?
Wow.
Because then I feel like I'd have to like, I don't know. I'm just.
You feel like you don't have a choice?
Yeah, I'm pretty. I can get like forced into a situation that I'm not like, I don't know, and it can end badly. You know what I mean? So like,
pretty. What is the word? Easily influenced?
in to a sense, like I just don't like being mean. You know what I mean? So like, I'm gonna still get like, it's going to come to a point where it's going to be like, no, or something at some point, but it's not going to be smooth. Like it's going to be very awkward and just like, I don't know what to.
I feel that. You know what I mean? Feel that, and like, I feel like that happens. Well, it's just in a weird place now because gender roles are starting to be eliminated, and
yeah, for sure.
And women don't feel the need to wait around anymore.
Yeah, I feel that.
Also, I don't know. Like, I would like to know what the men's perspective is on all this, because
like being women being the aggressor or being more aggressive.
Yeah, and men being less aggressive than ever. Like, how do we even respond to that? And like, what is the? I don't know, because I wonder if like a lot of guys feel that way, but also I feel like a lot of guys aren't acting as much as they should.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't know. I can probably, I only say this probably because I haven't been dating in a while. Like, but I don't know. I just feel like, damn, I don't feel like I throw my niggas under the bus, man.
Beep beep.
I think
no, not really.
There's just no. Of course you're gonna say that.
Speak on it.
Of course you're gonna say that, man. But I think like, I think there's a plethora of like, there's a lot of women. You know what I mean? There's just a lot of women that like are solid. You know what I mean? And I don't think everyone sees the opportunity You know what I mean? Like I think
That's true.
there just shouldn't be that many women that are available. That's all. Honestly.
Wait, what? So now, like, there's just like, maybe that's just LA, or
It might be. It might be. Do you
maybe it is a world thing.
like on the East Coast? Do you feel like that's not the case? It's like the ratios are different out there, or what?
That's a good question. Because when I was in the East Coast, for the most part, when I lived in New York and I was on the dating scene, I was in a relationship for most of that time.
Are you in a relationship?
Not now.
You hop relationship to relationship?
What? No.
There's some people I think I might be one of those people.
Yeah. Some people are just more comfortable in
In a relationship?
serial relationshipers.
Yeah.
I definitely I don't like the single life, but also I try to give it a
Why
little
not?
space. I don't like that. I don't like the dating stuff or
Is
like
dating weird
ghosting
nowadays?
and it's so
Yeah,
terrible,
yeah.
especially in LA.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Damn.
If people communicated a little more, it would be better.
Well, I mean, back to like there are no good communicators.
That's true. Or just everyone's way of communicating is different, so
Yeah.
you never really know what a person's perspective is.
There's so much that's not said, I guess. It seems like there's so much, and it's hard because it's like I feel like we're getting less away from more away from like in the dating like exercise, I guess. I feel like we're getting away from like physical like interactions
Mm-hmm.
or like real-time interactions and stuff.
So more like online interactions.
Yeah, or even
Sorry.
like through a text or whatever. Like now you're not in real-time situations, so you can't see how that person responds immediately and stuff. And so like they have time to like say they don't hit like you said, ghosting people. Like it's kind of weird. Like 20 years ago, that never was a thing.
You couldn't ghost.
You couldn't ghost. Like
Yes, you could. You could ghost even more. I think it's more obvious that the person is ghosting because we have so much connection to the person. Like, okay, I saw that you posted on your story just now.
Oh
and
yeah, you got the red.
so-
You got the red.
the red receipts.
Yeah.
But before it's like, oh, maybe they're working.
But I'm saying like, so like, I'm assuming in that situation there's already initial contact and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like there's some kind of like rapport already happening.
Mm-hmm.
Say that was happening 20 years ago. You guys went on your first date or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
To not like, it's just harder for that to fizzle. You know what I mean? I think.
And back in the day or now?
Back in the day. So like, you work up to that first date, like,
Mm-hmm.
you're not ghosting in between it. Like you're working towards something. And so if you was gonna ghost somebody, it was like after
After the first date.
Yeah.
But that was pretty common. Like, oh, he didn't call me yet. It's been 3 days, and that person would just disappear.
Yeah.
So that was that way of ghosting. But I feel you. You feel like people ghost now before the first date?
Yeah, like it's so much harder to get like
A date.
get in the game. You know what I mean? Like you can't
That's
even
sad.
because you can fumble just based on just some dumb shit.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? Like just on
I don't like the way they type.
Yeah, it's just like, why are you using caps? I'm off you. What?
Oh, they use the wrong your.
Yeah, like
that's
you just
definitely a deal breaker.
apostrophe game is not
Okay.
situated, sir.
That's
You
true.
don't have
There's a
to,
lot
like-
more ways to fuck up.
Yeah.
I think people judge a lot more harshly now too.
Yeah.
You never really know. Like, people should give people a chance, but also, why waste your time if that person can't spell your now?
Yeah.
Later on.
Do you feel like you're solid though? Like you feel like you're a solid person?
Would you date me? I would date me, but I think we're all works in progress. I don't think I'm ever gonna be. I hope I never feel like I'm 100%, because then I would stop learning, stop growing.
Yeah, you're dead at that point.
Yeah, I'm definitely the best I've been.
Yeah.
Yet, and I would definitely date me. The fuck? I'm a catch.
Yeah. Would you holler at you like that? Like
on the street?
Yeah. How would you approach you?
Like based on how I know I want to be approached.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would come up with like some. I don't know. I like people who are very witty. So if you came up with a clever, not a pickup line, but if we just bumped into each other,
I was about to ask, like, do pickup lines even like are those? When has a pickup line worked?
Never. And maybe in my youth.
Yeah, and if it did, like, I feel like that's an automatic like sign of like at some point you're going to be lied to.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
That
like
is like
the whole thing.
101.
Yeah, like you started off as a gimmick. That's a bad way to start, to me.
Exactly. It's a bad way to start, ends, anything like.
But you gotta be quick with it.
Not quick, but just like witty. Like, make me think. Don't just say the normal things like what your man got to do with me, or like, you know what I'm saying? Or nothing stereotypical, nothing boring. Like things that make you think. Something that will make you think. Something that will make you laugh. And yeah.
What would you like? See, this is the thing, right?
Mm-hmm. Hold that thought.
Okay.
Bathroom break?
Go for it.
Great. I had so much liquid. Wow. I feel about 10 pounds lighter.
How was that? How was how was your situation in the...
Are we talking about my pee?
Yeah. How was your pee?
It was delightful. Been holding that since about New Jersey.
No.
So I'm glad we're here now. Now I'm in LA.
A lot can go wrong in the bathroom, especially for women. Like I think.
Are we talking about that?
Dude, I think there's a lot that can go wrong. You should like. I'm surprised you don't like you know how when you sneeze you say like bless you. Like when you leave the restroom you should be like, was it all right? Like, was it a smooth transition?
But the thing is, a lot of people aren't ready for that answer.
Yeah.
You know, like what do we say? It was a murder scene in there. Then that would get a little uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But other than that, no, that was a great.
It was a smooth. Everything went according to as planned.
Amazing.
Congrats.
I was very happy about it.
Congrats. Like I'm really happy for you. It could have ended bad. It could have ruined the rest of your whole day.
I feel like for guys though, I don't know, like
for guys it's much easier.
Bowels?
No.
But
I think it's the other way around. I think our bowels or you said our bowels. I thought you meant bladder. Bowels, I think we're pretty even there. Like you think we have stronger bowels?
Yeah, I think that a lot of guys just walk right into like poop situations that they didn't plan for. You know what I'm saying? Or like, I got spontaneous diarrhea, and it's like.
Here's what I was talking.
Nobody told you to eat those old tacos.
I was asking my wife the other day. I was like, "Have you ever woke up in the middle of the night and needed to shit? Like just woke up from having this shit?"
Oh.
No.
No.
Yeah, I don't think that happens. Like, you wake up in the middle of the night to pee and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, somehow, like, the body holds it down throughout the night. Like, just clamps up. Like, nah, we not moving nothing out here.
Yeah.
It's so interesting.
Wow.
And you don't sneeze in your sleep either. You can't.
I have.
You sneeze in your sleep?
Yeah, I have.
How about yawn?
I struggle with like allergies. Yawn in my sleep? No, because I'm already sleeping. Wouldn't that mean I'm tired? Well, yawn comes from lack of oxygen to the brain.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think I've yawned in my sleep.
Yeah. Yeah. But congratulations on
Wow.
successfully like peeing.
Thank you so much. I just want to thank everyone who's gotten me to this point. Thank you guys for providing a bathroom and beverages.
You found the light in there?
I did afterwards.
Yeah.
But I definitely peed in the dark for a little bit there, and
Yeah. I'm glad we were able to assist you.
thank you.
In that.
Thank you so much.
What did you do today?
What did I do today?
Mm.
I ran a lot of errands. Got a rental car today.
Got a rental?
I did. And
Why rental?
Why?
Yeah.
Just because. I mean, since I've gotten here, I've only rented. I haven't, committed to that long-term car yet. And, not that I'm not. I'm definitely open to it. I'm looking for, like, a long-term car in my life. But I want it to be the right one. Like, I don't want to get a Honda Accord. Nothing against them. It's just, like, what's something cute? Like,
Honda Accords aren't cute to you?
I think I'm over that phase in my life, the Honda Accord phase.
Yeah.
There was a time where I was like, ooh, a cute little black Honda Accord.
Yeah.
But now I'm just like, I want a Monte Carlo or something.
Yeah.
Like character.
You wanted to say something about you?
Yeah. I want it to have a story.
Uh-huh.
And character. I don't want no new car. I don't think I would get like a Tesla or something. I want something old, classic.
Yeah.
And sexy.
Are you not afraid of like the problems with it?
Wow, I didn't think about that, but now
I feel like I'm your parent, like or something. Like, you gotta think about these consequences.
That's not something that I took into mind, but now I can't stop thinking about it.
Nah, you're gonna get a Monte Carlo with a very well built engine. No
problem.
Previous
owners.
What year?
70.
Damn.
70. I don't know what the what the good models are, but I would say maybe 73. No, maybe like 77. I don't know. What's a good year?
I don't know, man. I was letting you figure that out.
I'm gonna just round it to the middle and say 75.
75? 75 is a good year. I feel like most things that came out during 75 were pretty solid.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Pootie Tang.
Pootie Tang?
When did that come out? Must have been the 70s, but real cool shit happened in the 70s.
Like the Pootie Tang with Chris Rock and was there a Pootie Tang before that?
I don't know. But I'll tell you what, Shaka Khan, that was in the 70s.
Yeah.
And just like that wave of black movies where, you know what I'm saying, like Shaft. And,
like the blaxploitation films?
Yeah, blaxploitation films. I really,
I wonder.
That's my alter ego.
Yeah. You look like you could be being. It's probably because you're a frog.
Right. But then, like, I don't know, I feel like that sometimes. Maybe, like, in the past life, that's what I was. But
Yeah.
I could see myself kicking some ass in a leather jacket with the afro pick and my afro.
Like, I can see you and Pam Grier just like fucking niggas up.
That's my dream.
Yeah, like on some side to side type shit. You know, like.
Yes. Yeah, I see it in my head. Where like, I can't explain it. I see it though.
Yeah.
And I'm here for it.
Have you always wore your hair like this?
No, I used to hate it
Really?
in school. So like,
Well, how'd you wear it before?
I just straightened it. Like my family wouldn't let me get a perm. My aunt, she always did my hair since I was a little girl.
Yeah.
Still does my hair. She did my color.
Really?
And back then they were like, nope, you can't get a perm. Your hair is gonna fall out.
Yeah. Is that true? Was that true? Like.
Mostly for my hair, like she did like a texturizer in it once, and it like all broke off. And my hair is really like sensitive like that. It can't take to chemicals that well.
Yeah.
But it definitely damages people's hair. You're just like.
But does it grow
burning.
back? Like, say you got your perm, you let the relaxer in too long type shit.
You know what it's doing? It's taking off the outer layer of your hair follicle. So it's burning like that layer off.
Yeah.
And because the bond of like what makes up the curl pattern is in the layer under it.
Yeah.
So if you leave it on too long, it's just gonna burn right through that hair follicle.
Till it's nothing. Yeah.
Till it's nothing. And they've done like can tests where they'll put perm on an aluminum can and that can will disintegrate.
Why would we put that in our hair? I mean,
that's
maybe
a deep question.
Maybe it's like something we just didn't know. But do people still perm their hair now? Or they use something different?
Some people do, but those who know better do better.
Yeah.
But I think it was just during a time where we were very
you had to get that
desensitized to what we really were.
Yeah.
And a lot of the standard of beauty was, unfortunately, during that time.
Yeah.
You know, straight hair, light skin, straight nose. And now, shit done changed. Now we know better.
The tables have turned. Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. But I used to hate my hair. Because everybody had flat hair. I was like, I want it to stay down.
Yeah.
Now I pick that shit up to the gods and tell the world, eat a dick.
What was the first thing you thought of this morning? I mean, did you wake up in the morning?
Yeah, I always wake up in panic.
Why?
Because, like, I have this, like, thing in me that's like, all right, come on. You got to get to that goal. Like, something in me is just, like, pushing me to...
Yeah, something to achieve.
Yeah. So, immediately when I wake up, I try to combat that and calm myself down and say, I'm grateful. Thank you for waking me up. I'm grateful for what I have, who I am, how far I've come, the people in my life, the fact that they're healthy. So I try to just like spend the first moments being awake, being grateful.
Where do you think that panic comes from, though?
Don't know. It's always been there.
Yeah.
It's always been there. I think we all handle the unknown differently.
Yeah.
And every day is like our journey into the unknown. So when you wake up and you become present in that moment of, okay, this is another day starting where I don't know how it's going to end. People handle it differently. Some people panic. Some people get excited. Some people...
How do you handle death? Like, do you think about that often?
I used to. I think.
I think that's like the biggest unknown. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah.
Like,
After the accident, I became like more aware of it because it was like, oh shit, anything could anything could happen.
Yeah.
So I would like think about different scenarios in my head, like, what if this roof just like caved in?
Like some final.
Yeah.
Type shit, like,
I would final destination myself. That's OD.
Yeah.
Until I realized how powerful our thoughts are.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? Let me not set myself up for failure and let me imagine like good shit.
Yeah. If you don't want it to happen, don't foster those seeds. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly. Don't plant no seed and water no seed that you don't want to grow, and then be confused when you got avocados.
Yeah. Did you just make that up right now? Is that from something?
Yeah. And you were like, yeah. I agree with that.
I feel you, but I was like, that's far out. Yeah.
That's true. It was kind of drastic, but
I felt the sentiment though. I was like, I think, you know how you at the same time, like your thoughts split and you're like, oh yeah, that's far out, but like I know exactly what's happening right now. That's what it was. It was
she
like
kind of crazy, but she did make a point.
That I see how she typed that shit in there.
Right.
That's hard. Like,
yeah.
No, that's great.
I feel like I have like a few voices in my head that do sort of the same.
What's the tone?
Yo, it's kind of crazy because there's like this person in me. Well, they're all me, but you know, one side of my personality is like super analytical, so serious.
Yeah.
And then there's like just like this childish side that just laughs at dick jokes and like won't
I
shut
love
up.
that side. That's my favorite side.
Me too, but I have to tame that side.
Why?
Because
people don't take to dick jokes too well or something?
Right, and like everything is not funny, so I have to tell that side to shut up sometimes.
I guess, man.
I know, but in my head though, that is unfortunate.
Yeah, but
sometimes
in your
it
head,
comes out. In my head, did you see that meme where it was like the guy going like this, and it's like me trying to stop myself from roasting people in my head? It's kind of like that. Like in my head, it would just be like nonstop jokes.
Yeah.
And I gotta sort of like filter that out because
are you a mean person in your head towards people? Are you are you misanthropic? Do you hate all mankind?
No, not at all. I just like make hella jokes about everything, mostly about myself.
It's probably the battle rapper in you.
That's so true.
Like, you's probably like, oh, I got a bar for every bump in your face, nigga. You know, like.
No, I really just roast myself.
Really?
Honestly. I'll just make fun of myself and we'll laugh.
It keeps you grounded?
It does. Do I roast people in my head? Not unless I feel like they're going to roast me and I got to be prepared.
Yeah.
Then I'll have some stored up. Because, like, that's the worst thing to be unprepared
for the roast session?
Yeah.
At that point, you just got to take it. Like, you start, like, just kind of, like, get in the fetal position and just laugh through it. You know what I mean? Like,
get in the fetal position and laugh. Wow. Well, I always say you have to be the most prepared during either, of course, a battle rap.
Yeah.
But I would say Thanksgiving.
Oh, Thanksgiving, you get the jokes. Yeah.
You get the jokes. How do you prepare for Thanksgiving in that way?
Thanksgiving is it's interesting. Like this year, well, you know what? I'll tell you this. I don't think, like Thanksgiving is not where it happens for me. Like, I think it just happens like on the day to day. So like just growing up,
day to day,
like whenever I see my family.
Wow.
So like I've always been like kind of like the eccentric one. You know what I mean? Like, I just, compared to everyone, you know, and granted, like, I have, like, Nigerian parents. You know what I mean?
Oh,
So,
man.
like, they're not.
Jokes on jokes.
Yeah. So, like, every time I would wear, like, something I'm, like, into, like,
Tight pants.
yeah, they'd be like, you just get all the jokes. Like, but, like,
Can
they'll
you
have.
breathe?
Yeah, like they have heavy accents behind them or something.
Let me hear.
I can't do that. I
Please
can't do
do
that
it.
for you. I refuse.
I'll do a Jamaican accent.
You can probably. We just discussed. I have no voice control.
You don't have to project. You can whisper it.
No, but like that goes into like accents too. Like
Oh, man.
I have like zero. Like I can try to do a Nigerian accent and sound like I'm from South Africa.
Let's see. Please.
I can't
Please,
do
sir.
it.
Just a little accent. Just a line. Just a sentence. A word.
I can't even do it, man. I'm nervous. I don't even know what to say now. That's a tone of like desperation and in between conversation. Like that's the tone.
It's like
That's
our
the-
brains calculating. Beep, 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 boop, boop.
Like next. Yeah.
I sometimes some breakout in a little patois. But I only
Go
can say
for it.
short things.
Go say it right now.
What you want me to say?
Oh man, I thought you was gonna cower up. Damn.
Oh, like you thought I was gonna like. Oh,
I thought you was gonna cower up like me and be like, no, yeah.
I ain't never scared.
But you practice?
Yeah, I think that's one of the only lines I know how to say. What you want me to say?
Yeah.
And what you mean? And I don't know if I say little things, but see, like there, I got nervous and I kind of like.
The Jamaican accent is it's such a distinct accent though. Like there's no comparison to it.
That's true. Even like Trini is close, but it's not. It's more like the accent goes high on the end as opposed to low. Where, oh, you mean fit them? Like I don't know, like what you want me to say, and then they will be like,
why is that your go-to sentence?
I don't know. I think people are always like say something, and I'm like, what you want me to say? Menagodong or man, I don't know. Tell me to say something. Let me see if I could say it.
The ceiling is white.
Yeah, like that. I don't know if that would even translate. Yeah, I don't know.
What's the color of the ceiling?
Yeah, it's just like ceiling. It's just like what?
A ceiling is not something. Roof.
Oh, roof. Yep, not in my.
Abort that mission.
I would have to call a friend.
Yeah,
that would be my mom.
Are you pretty connected to like your Jamaican roots?
Not as much as I should be. I went one time or twice when I was like 6, and I haven't been since. But I do like see my family. Like a lot of my family has come here. I do have some family back in Jamaica, of course, like most of them, but a lot of people are here. Like my grandmother and my mom. You know, I have some aunts here. And my cousins, you know what I'm saying? It's like people are coming here, so
yeah. It's a place to be.
Is it? I kind of want to go to Jamaica and just live off the land.
Would you?
Not yet. Maybe like I will retire there. Get me a couple chickens.
Yeah.
A mango tree. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, a mango tree. You can make a living off of that. I feel like just having a mango tree.
Can you make a living off
I don't know.
mango tree?
You just be a farmer.
think you gotta have a couple different things on deck.
Yeah. The mangoes can't be the only
Right.
stream.
And one tree, like once you take all the mangoes off that tree,
That gotta be a
wait.
fire tree.
Right.
Like you gotta have like crystals in the mangoes. Like you gotta,
Crystals in the mangoes.
like you just gotta have something a little bit more than mango. You know what I mean? Within the mango.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because people just, you think about like how Americans just waste food constantly. How
Yeah.
many apples do we see in the grocery store when we walk in there?
A lot. Where did they come from? Are apples even in season all year round?
No, I don't think so. And they can't possibly just come from one tree. So imagine how many trees.
They had to source from.
Right. And how many people.
And there's different types of apples, like Fiji. Is it Fuji or Fiji?
Is it?
Granny apple, Granny Smiths. You
Granny
know, like
Smith,
green apples.
what else? Red apples. Did we say that?
The colors. Yeah, but it's a problem because it's like, where are they coming from? And you know what I heard?
Genetically modified.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of that stuff is like not even natural. Like
Absolutely, most of it.
Like we made that shit. That's crazy to me.
Mm-hmm. I heard cauliflower was like man-made, but
Really? I heard orange or was it limes? They're basically like dogs. You know what I mean? Like this bread. You know what I'm saying? Like they're just like, all right, 2 and 2 together, see what comes out of it type shit. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And that's so. I don't know why we just gotta tamper with everything.
it's because people want to make money, but
Yeah,
really,
it's capitalism at the end of the day.
yeah,
It's kind of sick. Not kind of. It is sick.
honestly, like that's one thing that I've been putting into play this year because, you know, I'm an indie artist.
Yeah.
I don't always have funding to do all the things that I want, but I would let that stop me in the past.
Now it's not.
Now I kind of like told myself, anything that you want to do that money is stopping you from doing, you can do.
Yeah.
Money should never stop you from doing something. There's always a way through relationships and just like humankind and, you know, creativity that we can figure out without money. So,
Do you hate money?
I don't actually really like money. Money's great. I would rather not have it, but I don't like not having money
Yeah.
in this world. But it would be a better place without it for sure.
Yeah.
But we really don't need it in a lot of the scenarios that we think that we do. It's just kind of way that we're conditioned to think.
Yeah.
Think about it. Okay, name one scenario where you need money.
Where you need it?
Mm-hmm.
If you chose to go to the bank.
What? Like what is something you want to accomplish?
Oh, you're talking about goal wise? I thought you just meant like randomly. No, I hate money. I can't. No, you kind of need money to live, like to breathe in a way.
Okay, so name one example where you definitely need money to do that thing. Just one like thing. Like, okay, I need money for this specific thing.
So I needed money to purchase like the machine I use to make music on.
Okay. So a good way around that would be to reach out to a company for a sponsorship.
Okay.
Or that sort of thing. You know what I mean?
There's
a lot of creative answers
right
to the question,
right.
You know, or like to a money roadblock.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's not the end. Money is not the end all be all. Like if you don't have money, it shouldn't stop you.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think we wouldn't get anything if that was the case. If everybody thought like that, you know what I mean? Like
right.
Like we wouldn't. Yeah. There's no way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just, I feel like I need people to know that whatever money's stopping you from doing, it's not real. Like, you know, you can find a way around that.
Money's a
people to know that.
non-factor.
It's a non-factor. And I proved that to myself this year. It's like committing to completing projects. And sometimes I don't have what I want to have or you know, I think I need.
Yeah.
And when really everything we need, we got.
Mm-hmm. Everything you need is in you already. And you kind of already know what you need to do, in a way. Or maybe I might be giving ourselves too much credit. But I feel like if you do enough searching inside yourself, you kind of know.
The answer's there.
Yeah.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
That's what, like, intuition is. Or,
Yeah. Like, you kind of know what you're... Like, you ever been asking someone for advice? Or, like, getting advice from someone and you already know?
Yeah.
Like, what you... like, you been on? Like, you just needed someone
to confirm that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of the time, that's what happens. Like, most of the time, you kind of already know what to do.
Exactly. That's so true. And when we don't know and we make the wrong decision, we learn from it. And the next time we do. So, it's good.
Yeah, nobody knows you more than you, you know?
Right. That's
or what
true.
you're supposed to do. Like, what's good. Is this true? I'm trying to think if this is a true statement.
That's true. We know what we... I don't know, I feel like we know what we want.
Yeah.
And, or at least we'll learn our lesson until we do.
Yeah.
Unless you don't learn your lesson and you just making...
Just keep making the same...
Yeah.
You're going to the same roadblocks. Are you proud of yourself this year?
I really am.
Yeah.
I am.
What did you learn about you? What's the latest thing you learned about yourself?
Ooh, I like that question. I learned a lot about myself. But yeah, I think the reoccurring theme as of lately is not to like hold expectations on anyone or anything. To that you are exactly who you think you are. So be mindful of your thoughts. And be great. Commit to it. That's what I learned. That's what I'm learning right now. And I'm sure that lesson will change soon.
Was there anything specifically that like led you there?
Oh yeah, hella shit. I mean, not one specific event, but I mean, I would say overall just like moving here, relocating, because I've just been in LA for about 4 months.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, you kind of fresh out here.
Yeah. And
How's
I was kind of like
treating you alright?
like a stepchild. No. It's cool. I like the sun. I've just like been having this weird obsession with the clouds, because you can see them here in New York. There's like all these buildings, but now I can see the sunset and the sunrise, and you know, when the storm comes and the rainbow that comes after. It's beautiful.
You feel like the clouds move quicker?
Here?
No, just in general. Like now.
Like quicker now as opposed to like back in the day or something?
Yeah.
No, I think them niggas still slow.
You think they're slow still?
Yeah. They just be sitting there. Maybe because I'm moving so fast. You think they move faster?
Yeah. I feel like it might just be life is moving fast.
Yeah.
This might be my outlook on things.
And
but you were saying LA has gotten you to helping you like manage expectations in yourself and
Mhm.
and center yourself.
Yeah, I'm essentially getting to know myself over again from scratch because I thought I knew it all in New York. I'm like, I'm gonna come here, I'm gonna do the same thing, and you literally can't because
It's a different environment out here.
Yeah, life just works differently here. You can't like. Part of my day would be, stop at the bodega,
Yeah.
stop at the corner store, hop on a train.
Mm-hmm.
And here, that's not a thing. People do take the train, but not as much.
Yeah, I take the train.
Yeah, but not as much in New York.
Yeah,
You can get anywhere by train there. You don't need a car. Whereas like here,
you kind of need a car out here.
Oh yeah.
You kind of.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Uber's helping out with it, but I mean, unless you got money.
Yeah.
But that's not a block anymore in our lives.
Amen. Amen.
Oh, that's a very great lesson. Thank you for that.
Yo, let me know like in a month. Apply that and like you'll be amazed at what you accomplish without
money. Without the hindrance of money.
Yeah. Don't let that shit stop you. It shouldn't be an excuse because like we are people and people control the money, so you can literally like just talk to another human. Communication can
It's literally like a piece of paper. Mm-hmm. It's a piece of paper with like a lot of bacteria, a lot of coke.
Coke? For real?
A lot of shit.
Wait, why is there coke and shit on it?
On money?
Yeah, why
money is dirty.
People just wipe their butt with it, or what? What's going on?
Well, people don't wash their hands all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's very nasty. We're actually pretty nasty as people.
You're right. We suck.
Yeah. I'm not happy. Maybe I'm just underwhelmed by our existence or something.
We can definitely do better. Yo, it's crazy. LA too.
Mm-hmm.
The homeless population and just how that's become a norm here.
Yeah.
Was very frightening when I first got here.
Yeah. Have you not seen that many homeless people like that before?
Not that many. There's definitely homeless people in New York, but it's a different type. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like we're more social with homeless people there, and they come through the train and you get used to
looking for warmth,
and people make sure they're fed, people make sure they get they're getting money. Whereas here it's like
they in the way.
Where here?
Do you feel like they're in the
no.
Do you get the sense that we think they're in the way?
No, I just feel like it's completely secluded. I don't see as many people just like mingling with homeless people as much as New York, or like just in appearance in general. Like people will be covered in dirt. And in New York, people will like have torn up clothing or like worn out clothing and shoe, But here it just seems so much more severe to like they've been so far removed from this society that we built that they're just sitting on the outside literally and people just walk past. Like
they're just a different like species in a sense.
Right. I feel like that's how they're treated, like another species. That's
are you cool with homeless people? Like, are you like what's the what stirs up in you when you see a homeless person?
I think that it's not hard to get there. So
to get homeless?
Yeah. It's pretty easy to be homeless. You don't pay your rent for a couple months. You can end up there. So there's that sense of it. And I try to give when I can, when I have it. and when I feel it in my heart.
Yeah.
But also as a woman, I don't want to put myself in dangerous scenarios. So I do it when it makes sense. Like if I'm in a crowded area, I'm not gonna pull out a wad of cash.
Yeah.
Or like if I'm by myself and it's night, I'm not gonna pull up on you and have this intimate conversation.
Yeah.
So I try to help when I can and when the spirit leads me.
Yeah.
But that's something I think about often. Like I feel like I definitely could be doing more, but I don't know what.
Yeah.
I don't know if giving money
right,
is
and
helping.
that's always my thing with like. I think deep down inside, I have a fear of homeless people. I don't even think it's that deep. I think I just do, but like, also I be thinking like, how can I help? And there's not too many like, how can I help them not be homeless?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And there's not too many options that, without dedicating the rest of my life to doing it,
Yeah.
I can do. So it's like, every time every time I see a homeless person, it's almost like, it's like a sense of despair in a way.
Yeah.
Like both for them and me.
Yeah. Same.
You know what I mean? Like,
you feel guilty.
Yeah, like
I know I should be doing something. I can't let you.
I can't even think about what I could be doing that would actually help the situation. I can't just give you money. You might just, dig a deeper hole into your situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like you could just become dependent on it.
Yeah.
But also, a part of me feels like that's not up to us to decide.
Yeah.
It's like, this person asked me for it. If I have it, here you go. Yeah. And if I have means to help you in any other way, I will. But otherwise, do what you can. That's it.
Yeah. Would you ever bring a homeless person to your home? Like, say you got it, and would you ever bring a homeless person to your home to like get washed up?
I think about that sometimes too. Like,
what's the result? How do you end that thought?
I don't know what would be I don't know if I've ever been in a scenario to do that because I've always like lived with other people, so that'd be like a group decision. But I think if I had the means to do it, I would. But also a lot of people, especially in LA, most of the homeless population are people who are mentally disabled, who don't have family.
Right.
So you don't know what you're setting yourself up for.
That's what I was kind of getting to. Is just like, I think in reality, it is kind of hard being homeless. In my head, it's to like. I mean, not in like a long-term homeless, to like the point that we see, where, or even like the homeless where you've. Here's the thing, like sometimes when I see like a homeless person with a tent, it's intentional. Like it's like there was an acceptance to that life. You know what I mean? So it's like. Yeah, there was no like, I'm gonna try to get out of here, and I might be, I don't know everybody's situation, you know what I mean, obviously, but like, it's in my head, it's tough to be in a condition like that, by accident.
Yeah, I feel you.
And I'm not trying to like point the finger at them in any sense, but I also do want to acknowledge that there's bigger things at play than just lack of shelter and money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's more to that.
Yeah. A lot of people are finding themselves and they're struggling to master themselves.
Yeah.
So somebody could be like depressed and that will make them
Yeah.
miss a day of work until
Right.
they lose a job, until they're late on rent, until they push away their family and friends, until they're on the street, until they a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It just snowballs, and
Yeah.
I think once you're complacent in one area and you allow that to repeat,
Yeah.
that's eventually what it could become.
Yeah.
But imagine being bipolar on top of that, or
Yeah.
schizophrenic on
Exactly.
top of that.
Like
And not having
society can't
family.
even deal with you,
Right.
and you refuse to like. I mean, I can definitely see like I'm like I don't like pills. You know what I mean? Like I don't like anything that would like mess with my brain. So like, say you are bipolar, you get diagnosed with that, and they want you to take something for it, and you have that in you, and you're just like, no, I don't want to like take these things that are like sedate me in a way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So then you
That's
just,
crazy though, because my dad is bipolar.
Yeah.
So it's a weird thing because I don't believe in like medicine being the cure to like
Yeah.
mental things.
Yeah.
But I've seen the effects of him without his medicine,
Yeah.
with it, and it's crazy. Like
night
I've
and
seen
day.
people, yeah, I've seen people like become manageable and like independent on medicine versus off medicine is not.
Yeah.
It's not cool.
Yeah, I mean that's a tricky thing. Like just having, like mental illness is such a tricky, because like how do you? I don't think we're going back to us humans being dumb. Like I don't think that we found a sure like a 100% positive solution for it. You know what I mean? Like it's such a testy thing. Like you can treat it so many different ways, and they may not be effective.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get that. There's probably, I mean, like if this person is even gonna take this pill, they should be doing other work too. Like maybe meditating. Yo, meditation is
fire.
underestimated.
It's fire.
Powerful.
It's fire.
That's how I've been able to stay sane lately.
Yeah. You think you do enough meditating?
I do it every Monday, or at least I try to.
Yeah.
And that seems to work for me. But when I don't go, I feel it on my week.
Yeah. I've never heard anyone that says they do enough meditating. Like it's like one of those things. Like I could be doing it more. You know what I mean? Like
I wouldn't want to do it much more.
Yeah.
But
I could.
Yeah. If you could do it, how often do you meditate?
Not as. I haven't meditated in a couple of weeks now. So I need to. And I should, like, weird things are happening where I probably should. I usually, like, when things get jostled, you know, in life, it's like I have my mechanisms to like stay grounded in a way. But like
that's when you need it the most. That makes sense.
Yeah, but I should be doing it more. It should be like meditating to me is just like an exercise. It's like you can't just pop up and run a marathon. You know what I mean? Like you gotta train for that joint. That's
true. But also like, or is it like cold medicine? You're not gonna take it when you feel okay. You're gonna take it as needed.
Yeah. True.
There's no wrong or right way to meditate. Whenever you feel it, do it.
It's all to me. It's like just focus. Like that's what it ultimately helps.
Yeah.
Helps me with. It's just like pinpointing. Like you know how sometimes like you ever get in those modes where it's like, all right, let me feel a throb of my heartbeat in my thumb.
Excuse me?
You never done that before?
What?
Like you never just sit there. You never did that as a kid, where you was like, okay, I know where my heart is, but like let me feel that in my big toe on the right.
Wow. I think I know what you're talking about, because sometimes I'll be like
you just get like very one with yourself in a way. I feel like that's what Maybe I just been meditating since I was a kid and just didn't know it or something,
Really? That's
But like,
fire.
I feel like that's what meditation is.
Yeah.
But I kind of like I didn't know your father was like. There's a lot I don't know about you.
Mm-hmm.
But how was that? Like, was that always? Well, first of all, are you close with your pop?
Well, before he was diagnosed bipolar, because I think people are born with the brain imbalance, with a chemical imbalance in their brain.
Yeah.
And then, like, after a while, you know, a traumatic experience, stress, or just, like, age or whatever can, like, bring it forward. So before that, it was, I think the dynamic was him and my mom arguing a lot. So it wasn't like we had that opportunity to just focus on building our relationship. It was more like, all right, let's just get over this trauma of this relationship not working out and that trickling down to me. So I think, you know, staying with my mom and, you know, her having custody, I kind of like gravitated towards her more.
Yeah.
But we did, you know, he tried to do things with me and, you know, we chill when we could, which was mostly like holidays, weekends, that sort of thing. But we weren't able to like get as close as I would have wanted to. And then he was diagnosed bipolar around like preteen ages. So it was crazy because I think also schizophrenic. So he would just make up scenarios. And like, it's weird in the Black community where we don't want to tell our kids the truth because we feel like we're like, you know, keeping them away from harm. When really that could be more harmful.
Right.
But my family just told me he was sick. They didn't tell me what it really was. Like, I didn't understand what bipolar was. So I was like, I thought he was going to die. And I just knew he was in the hospital a lot. And I was like, I got really depressed because I felt like I was preparing for that news. It was really just that. And I think eventually I got to know what it was. But I understood, I think, when he called me one day and he was like, I heard you on Hot 97. Why didn't you shout me out? Hot 97 is the... We heard of Hot 97?
Yeah. New York.
Yeah.
That's New York. You was on Hot 97?
No, that's the whole point. I was like 13 or 12, and he's like, I heard you on Hot 97. Why didn't you shout me out?
Knew?
Yeah, I was so confused. I'm like, was I like, maybe my song leaked?
Yeah. You got excited for a second, and then you was like,
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, okay. And then that day, he was just like, I love you. And that was like the first time, because that side of the family, they don't say that.
They don't say it like that.
And he said it, and I felt like that was the last bit of sanity that was there. And after that, he just it just got like a kind of roller coaster back and forth between, you know, different things. Then he lived in group homes.
Yeah.
He still lives in a group home now.
Yeah, I was about to ask you, is he still, you know, like alive and stuff?
Yeah, he's alive. He just celebrated his birthday the other day. He's still alive. He's still well.
Yeah.
He just, I mean, he smoked like hella cigarettes back to back every day, and he'll have his snacks, and that makes him happy.
Yeah.
But he's definitely, it's hard having a bipolar parent because they'll snap at you. And there's so many things going on inside of you because you know, your initial reaction is like, wow, this is like me getting rejection from a parent.
Yeah.
But another layer to it is this person is sick, so they're not in their right state of mind, so you have to forgive them for it.
How did you feel like before you knew that he was sick?
He didn't really do it before. He didn't do it to me, at least, before he was sick. I mean, him and my mom will argue, but I just
Yeah.
figured, you know.
That's just marriage or like relationship stuff.
Yeah.
So you think that like affected like your emotional posture today in a way?
Yeah. Yeah.
How so?
That's a good question. I think I'm still exploring that, but I don't know. There's a lot of times where I end up with guys who I feel like I'm able to tolerate a lot more than I should be.
Yeah.
Because of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, well, is this love? Like, is this how it's supposed to be? Am I supposed to forgive you for saying all this?
Yeah, because your threshold is so high for that.
Yeah. But it's also not. So, I don't know. I'm right in the middle.
But that's a conscious decision, you think?
Yeah.
That it's not?
Yeah.
Good for you. Like, honestly.
Yeah.
That's great.
But it also took me making that decision with him, too, and saying... Because, you know, I think people expect you as a family member to tolerate it.
Oh, man. Yeah.
But like children of bipolar parents or people with a family member that's bipolar that is saying these things to you, you don't always... I feel like you should always put up your line of, you know, what you're willing to tolerate. And if that person crosses it, sick or not, you have to decide where to keep that person. You don't have to keep them in your life if they're tearing you.
So you're probably really good with boundaries then. Like in a relational, like boundaries with like just people in general. Or you probably learned that the hard way. Am I off?
I could be better at boundaries, but I'm really good at cutting people off. Gotcha. It's probably not very healthy of me, but I'm good at walking away from people.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know, it's kind of like what we were talking about with friends too, like they'll hold something over your head because they did something for you. Yeah. And you'll stay in that situation, whatever relationship it is, and years down the line, you'll realize you're not happy and that you did all these things to please that person.
Yeah.
And I don't believe in wasting your life to please anyone. Mm-hmm. The relationships that you keep should depend on, you know, how that relationship is being held on both ends.
Yeah.
And they don't have to be permanent.
Yeah. That's very true. I don't think there's anything that's permanent.
Yeah.
Yeah. As much as we like to will that into existence, I don't think there's anything permanent.
Right. Do you ever feel like guilty for, or like, do you ever feel like you held on to a friendship because we're close friends, we've been friends for years,
Absolutely.
And you've done all this stuff for me, but you don't feel comfortable in it?
Absolutely. I'm the king of that, actually. I know that's tough to navigate through now. You know what I mean? Like, in a way, I think that's just how I handle all relationships, to be honest. Like, I probably wouldn't even be married right now if I didn't handle this stuff that way. You know what I mean? I don't give up on relationships or whatever it is, unless it's like better for that other person. But I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I mean, there's perks to it, obviously. You know, like.
Yeah. I think that's a beautiful thing. Like, trying your best to hear that person out and work through adversity.
Yeah.
And build a relationship.
Yeah.
But once it gets toxic, I think people should learn to let it go and not.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I don't have. I can't say I experienced too much toxicity. You know what I mean? Like, so I think that's why relationships have lasted so long.
That's beautiful.
But like, but also, I mean, maybe toxicity is subjective. You know what I mean? Where it's like,
sure.
it depends on what you define it as. Like, maybe what's toxic to you isn't toxic to me. Like,
That's true.
and so, yeah, I don't think I have any. I think the main thing is I think everyone grows at different rates. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so, to me, I'm pretty lenient with that. And so,
What's your sign?
I'm a Scorpio.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Don't know. I don't know much about Scorpios. I'm a Scorpio rising though.
Okay, so what is
rising?
what does that mean? I'm like illiterate to all that.
Do you know what your rising is?
Which one is that? How do you figure that out?
I usually just type it into, you know what I'm saying, the keypad and press enter.
Okay.
But rising is just like how you appear to the world. So
yeah.
yeah.
But can that be anything? Like, you kind of get told what your rising is. Is that correct?
It's based on your birthday and the time and location where you were born. So like where all the stars were in line during the time that you were born on that day. I haven't done it, figured out from scratch, but I'll just like, there's different websites that you could type it into and figure out what each thing is. But there's like moon, sun, rising, Saturn, Venus. It's like one for each planet. Yeah. And they say different things about you. Yeah. I think your Venus is how you love. And it'll be like different things like, you know, what career-wise, how you are. It's interesting to see.
It is interesting.
Yeah. Everybody's different, but it's cool to know.
Yeah.
You believe in that stuff?
I don't know. I think there's some truth to it. I mean, like, what are the stars out there for? Like, I think there's just certain things that, you know, sure. When it happens, I can attribute it to that. But then also there's like the flip side where it's like what if you was lied to on the time you was born? You know what I mean? Like, and so like you punch it in and you just get wrong information, but you believe that information for your whole life. You know what I'm saying? So you can make it true in a way.
That's true.
But I also think like there's just so much we don't know. I can't say like I don't believe it. You know what I mean? Like like why are there stars? Like nobody knows why there's stars out there. That could be the reason. You know what I mean?
Well, one of my favorite quotes about Bob Marley is, "A man that knows something knows that he knows nothing at all."
Yeah.
That shit was real.
Yeah, it's just like there's so much out there. Like it's just it's just like arrogant to be like that is wrong.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like I'll say this, like in my experience thus far in my life, I've been fine without it. You know what I mean? Like I've been able to maneuver this long without really like knowing my signs, except for like the day I was like the range, like the standard, like you were born in this day, that range situation.
So you feel like you've worked out fine without it?
Yeah, and that can change tomorrow. You know what I mean? I can just like tomorrow I could be like, let me see what this is talking about, and be like, you know what, this shit did align. You know what I mean?
Yo, And that's the funniest thing to me, because people will literally check their horoscope and say, oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But like, you're literally living it, so
Yeah.
why you need something else to tell you that happened?
Yeah.
And it was like, you'll be happy today. Oh shit, I was happy.
Yeah.
Whereas you could just fucking be happy.
Yeah. Who do you talk to in the morning when you wake up in a panic, and then like you kind of when you project gratitude? Who are you talking to?
That's an interesting question, because I feel like it's definitely like changed over the years.
Yeah.
I think when I was a kid, I was trained to think, to believe in God, Christianity, Jesus.
Yeah.
So that was the person. And then I think after the accident, it was more like love and God still.
Yeah.
But I just think my idea of what God is changing. Not that I believe that. I believe that all these religions are talking about the same thing.
Yeah.
And that all these things are like just rooted in love. And if our intention is love, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
And if our intention is the opposite, those are the areas we need work in. And if we're always working towards
What the love
the
is.
love side,
Yeah.
we good. And I believe that what we put out is definitely going to get back.
Yeah.
And I believe that our words hold power and create our reality.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But I can't sit here and say I know exactly what happens when we die, because I haven't been dead yet. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like we said, we don't really know nothing until we know.
Yeah. We can have a hunch. I don't even know if we can have that, but like, we can have our opinion on it, I'd say. You know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
But
I think recently, like, it's just come to my attention that religion back in the day definitely was used as a tool to like keep us in line.
Yeah, so up to a suppression.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So it's made me hard to look at the reality the religion that they served to us on a platter.
Yeah.
In a serious way, because it was a tool for sure to say, well,
to control. It's like mind control in a way. You know?
Exactly. Like, don't stop us from doing all this stuff to you. Just pray, and a better day will come.
Right.
So I struggle with that mindset.
Yeah. I think the source of that is people. Like I feel like once people get involved in, like, people just are we're failures, like humans. So like once we get involved into, spiritual, like things that just we're too dumb to maneuver in, that's where it fails on itself, I feel like. You know what I mean? Like
the question mark. We get intimidated by that question mark, and we're like,
but
that's
like
that.
But then there's like, obviously, because we are the way that we are, there's gonna be people that are like, nah, it's this. This is actually what the truth is. Mm-hmm. And I think that's where you run into trouble.
Right.
And I think that's what was used to do universal mind control on people in a way.
It's like physical cancel culture.
Yeah.
Back before cancel culture was a thing. Like they would just say, you don't believe in what the masses believe in, so you're wrong and you're an outsider, and it'll make you feel bad because of it.
And instead of like just the unfollow and the slander, it was like, we going to come into your land and pillage it. You know what I mean? Like, we're just gonna take your women. And, this is us now. Or we gonna use you as chattel, you know?
Some people got kicked out of church.
Yeah.
In like the more recent days, like some people got kicked out of church within the last 10 years for having babies out of wedlock.
Yeah.
I think that's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's super recent. It's just like,
what?
Yeah, it's very strange. It's very strange. But it's usually the people that fuck it up. Like I think like you was describing like the like your evolution of what you think God is, and and I don't think, to be honest, I don't think it's changed as much. Yeah, I mean, in a way that like I'm sure like as a kid you was told that God is love, and you know what I mean, and it seems like love and God is kind of intertwined for you, and I think that's how it's always been. It's just like the branding for it is so like there's branding behind it. You know what I mean? Like, and I think like the true, without all of these like religions, they're really saying the same thing. It's just like there's a marketing scheme behind it. There's like there's team picking, like which set you repping.
Oh
shit,
wow!
You know, and it's like, but at the end of the day, like whether it's called a universal consciousness or like God or like even in like whatever, like I think it kind of boils down to the same like singular thing that like we know there's good, we know there's bad, and we know what good feels like. Yeah. And that's what we're going towards. And exactly. Somehow we need to make this follow suit physically. You know what I mean? Like through routine or like something to help us stay in that good state or be in that realm.
Well said.
You know? But
well said.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Last question. How are you feeling, first of all?
I feel really good.
Yeah?
I feel ready to take on the world, and that, you know, we tackle a lot of issues. Just
a lot of things.
A lot of things.
What is something the world does not know about you but should?
I'm resilient. I think I was born on my purpose. I've been wanting to sing and do this, what I'm doing now, ever since I can remember. And it's not something that is a passing fad or it's not a phase. It's who I am, and I plan to keep doing this in different levels of it. And this is only the beginning. So I want people to know that. I want people to see this as who I am. And if you want to know who I am, look into the music. You'll find it there. That's where I put it. That's where I put most things. Good, bad, ugly. If you want to find me,
that's where you'll be.
Music. I'll be there.
That's good to know. All right, should we end this? Should we end it there? You have anything else to say? Should we talk about something else? What's been on your mind?
I feel like this is a good spot. We talked about a lot of things.
When you come in here like, oh, we gotta talk about this. This is what I've been thinking about.
I think we talked about a lot of it. Just like relationships. Learning to let go relationships. You know, not letting certain things be roadblocks in your path. And you creating your world. I talked about my experience in my skin. And just like, there's no wrong or right way to be black.
There really is. That hurts when it hurts me when I see black people doing the opposite of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I understand where the anger comes from because I think when it boils down to it, we can act out of love and still realize. Did you? I don't want to spoil that movie for people, but I feel like you already know what we're gonna talk about. But there's like a lot of times where I'm like, we gotta lead with love, and then I realize there's not a lot of love for us out there. So, I think it's important to know where you stand.
Yeah.
In terms of, you know, are you for the advancement or are you for the regression?
The stifling.
Right. Yeah. And there's a thin line. Just by like simply not doing anything about it, you could be acting towards the opposite of what is going to help. So I think it's important to know that. But you can still do that and act out of love. Just like know the balance.
Yeah.
But as far as being black, that's something you're born being. So people should be a little more lenient towards every black person, and know that everyone walks their own walk. We don't have to all be the same. We don't have to all be activists. We don't have to be anything but us. But us.
Yeah.
Be you.
That's beautiful, man. Shall we?
Do we clap again?
If you want to clap, is that what
I don't know.
The spirit is leading you to do?
I've never been in this predicament. What do we do?
You just kind of get up. But like, we can clap it out since you came up with the bright idea. You want to count us off then?
3.
Wait, are we doing it on like the same before?
After the 1, so 2.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Fire. That shit was fire. Did you feel it was fire?
Yes.
All right, cool.
My hair. Look.